There's a few people making their way out and about this morning. My big question is, I wonder how many of them watch Montana this morning. That's my big question. Well, we're celebrating the show's 20th anniversary all week long. Today's the final day. While we had some faces that have come and gone, there is one that has stayed dedicated to the show from the very beginning. Take a look.
Straight up and cue him.
20 years ago, when we launched Daybreak at the time, now Montana This Morning, Rob knew that it wasn't an experiment. He knew that we were changing the way people watch local news in the state of Montana.
For the past 20 years of morning news on Q2, Newscast Director Rob Monaco has called the shots and given the show its strong structure viewers have come to know.
That has been his commitment since day one, and I know he'll carry it out until the day he retires.
It's an obvious commitment, not only to the crew that works alongside him, but to the people closest to him.
Very, very proud of him because he does give it all he has. Even when he's not at work, he's thinking ahead of what he can do to make it better. He just wants it to be the best he can be.
Directing the best shows while conditioning his anchors to be the best they can be.
He is always there for you no matter what because he wants to see the show succeed.
Rob is hands down one of the best directors I have ever worked with.
I really don't believe I would be the anchor I am today without him. He is just the rock that really keeps it all together.
He's so much fun. He's kind of the lifeblood of KTVQ, in my opinion.
Aside from an outstanding work ethic, Rob is well known for a few other things.
He's always just been like a dad to me. He was my dad, my work dad, totally. He was kind of like our dad.
He calls them his second daughters and third daughters and fourth daughters and so on.
And then there's his ice-cold pop.
Everyone has their different vice. You know, for Rob, it's Diet Coke. And so every morning he'd have his Diet Coke for the show, but then afterwards we go on a pop run. Totally miss him, and I miss our pop runs.
It's his fuel for those early morning hours and a job that requires him to be sharp every second of the show.
As a newscast director, your main goal is to keep the show on the tracks. Nobody recognizes good directing because it's smooth, it's seamless, and Rob is so good at keeping a newscast on the rails because of his demeanor. He's calm, he doesn't get excited, he has the ability to think 3 steps ahead, and that's one of Rob's biggest strengths.
From his strengths to the bonds, Rob has been a part of an even bigger role through his commitment to the morning show.
20 years ago, the only way people in Billings got their local morning news was by opening their newspaper. 20 years later, that has changed, and nobody is more responsible for that than Rob Monaco.
All right, there you have it. Of Rob Monaco. Rob, what you've done for Q2 in the morning show is absolutely priceless. We enjoy waking up every single morning and working with you. You really are a gift to us every day. And
hold on. There's an order coming in.
Oh.
Is that a boy Happy Meal or a girl Happy Meal?
His headset, yeah, buddy. But I wanted to ask you, did you see yourself, you started, even before you started directing the morning show 20 years ago, did you see yourself here this long? What was your outlook?
Well, I always wanted to do this, work in television, and I wanted to be a sports guy. And I tried my hand at that, but this is better for behind that than right here where it's at right now.
And I'm still trying to bribe him to find those old sports tapes, but he's just not budging.
They're hidden away at home.
Okay, well, we have a few gifts for you before we wrap up here this morning. You are just so dedicated to the show, and we honestly, you heard it there, you're called a work dad and everything else. But here you go, very nice vest for you, North Face vest, there you go. Yeah, there we go. And Paul Humphrey, by the way, you saw in the video, worked with Rob since the beginning, 22 years now, and before he was the director here on the morning show, Rob was also a chief photographer. So you also do photography work. People probably see it at home when they watch some of our news stories. So, and here we have it, the Diet Coke.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so there you go. I think he might be putting a straw on that after
definitely.
we get off camera and drinking that.
And some pretzels.
Oh yeah.
Justin, who's behind the camera right now, who snuck in, he got me hooked on these. Thanks, buddy.
There's so many people that appreciate you, Rob. I mean, that's just, Justin's behind the camera right now. He willingly came in, you know, he stays up till God knows what time at night, and he's willing to come in. And
he never sleeps.
He doesn't sleep, but yeah. So thank you again, Rob, so very much.
Thank
not
you.
running out of the room and hiding so you can join us for this segment.
Everybody, this little gal right here is amazing.
Amazing. Thank you, Rob. You're making me blush.
Let's get
All
Ed
right.
ready here.
Okay, we'll toss it to Ed with weather.
Hey, Rob?
Yes, sir?
Yeah, Dad, can I borrow the keys to the news van?
Yeah, you sure can. You got to put some gas in it, though.
I'm used to that.